And this is what I see as the most sexist component of the book. This is the one that people, I think, particularly white men, are the least likely to notice when they read the book. When I ask people, how is the book sexist or how is the book racist? What most folks usually point to are these features: the way he describes women, the way he describes people of color, which are so blatantly just awful. Now, I'm not saying that's unimportant, but that's just so obvious. What I think is much more sexist are the scenes where, now I don't have enough time to get into the details of the scenes, but this book is typically, here, I'll read the back. A saga of youth adrift in America, traveling the highways, exploring the streets and the cities, learning the vast expanse of the land, passionately searching their country and themselves. What words have not come up at all in this description? If this were a book all about women on the road, or all about black people on the road, don't you think race and gender would have showed up in the description? He's not raced and he is not gendered. He's a human. And that's the most sexist and racist thing about the story. And that's the thing that destroys women's voices, I believe. When we're told that this is a human story, but it's actually a story that literally at the time, and even now I would argue, only a white man could do. Does that make sense? Can you imagine if a bunch of black guys tried to do this in the 1940s? Even now, thank you, right? Stealing cars, robbing gas stations, can you imagine? Okay, that's absurd. Can you imagine a bunch of women tried it? I can't even hitchhike. Do you know what I'm saying? This is literally only a story a white man could write, let alone our reading experience of it. But yet, and that's actually, I don't want to say that's fine, but let's for a moment, let's say that's fine. Okay, that's fine. But what do you think it does to women's and people of color's sense of self to be told this is a human being story? What's his name? Thanks. James Baldwin's is a political one. How demoralizing that is, and how much that silences our ability to become thinkers.